Díagwit a Corja. Hello, my friends. You're very welcome. And if you're returning, thank you so much for your support. And if you're new, I'm really happy that you decided to click on my video, and I hope you enjoy the content. I'm doing a bit of a vlog today. I'm out and about. I'm in the car park here at B&Q in Limerick, and I just have a couple of bits that I need to pick up. The home store and more is here as well, and I want to pop in to Dunn's. I believe that they have a sale on, and I'd like to get a new tracksuit, maybe just something comfortable that I can wear, and doing a bit of gardening and stuff like that. I have a few at home that anything I wear around the house ends up being covered in bleach. So I just thought I'll get, if I can, pick up a couple of maybe tops and just some bits and bobs. And also I had gotten a lovely jacket last week in Dunn's, a cream one, which I believe they also have in black. And I've worn the cream one a couple of times and it's very comfortable. I love it. So I think a black one would be a great asset to the wardrobe if they still have them and if they have it in my size. So that's my plan for today. Be meeting my daughter for a cup of coffee, and she'll come for a nosy as well. But I just want to pop in here first and see if they have what I'm looking for. So I'll be back again later on. Well, I'm back from my day out and I've managed to pick up quite a few bits. So let's just have a look. Well, first of all, I picked up this bottle of, it's a rye whiskey, and it's a present for my son for his birthday. It's a Sazerac rye. It wasn't the one that he was looking for. He's never tasted rye whiskey before, and he was looking for what was it called? A Jack Daniel's pot still, I think, rye, but I couldn't get it anywhere. Anyway, I just thought he could try that one and see. Was very successful in Dunn's. First of all, I'm just going to show you these couple of little bits that I picked up for my granddaughter, just for her summer holiday. Little pair of shorts and a matching little t-shirt. I just thought they were beautiful. The colours are really fresh. So I'll give them to her for Easter, The little t-shirt was only €4. And the shorts were only €3. So I thought they were very cute. So also these ones, they were €5. Little shorts, and to go with them, it's this little sweatshirt. And wait till you see the back of it. It's just adorable. So she's going to look very nice in those. And then for myself, like I said, I wanted to pick up a tracksuit. Well, I did manage. That's the top. And it had been €20 reduced to 10, and I got it in an extra large because I wanted it big. I did try on the large just in the shop, but I wanted the extra large. I got the bottoms in a medium. They had been €25 reduced to 10 as well. So I got the whole thing. There we go. The whole set was €20, which was very good value. But I am going to have to shorten the pants. I will try it on. So I got another sweatshirt. They did have a pants to go with this, but I couldn't get the size medium. They had extra large and small, and I don't think that the small would have gone on me. Again, I got the extra large. I didn't try this on. It does look very big, but I kind of wanted an oversized. Like I said, it's just for wearing really around the house and out in the garden and stuff, just something comfortable to throw over your shoulders. And I did manage to get the blazer in black, so I'm delighted about that. Like I said, I will try these on for you. I got the size 18 and it was €35. Great bargain. I love the cream one. So I'm sure it's going to be the same, and I'm sure I'm going to get plenty of wear out of this going forward. And this is just another little thing that I picked up as well in Dunnes. And as you can see, it was €8. So it's a little bird bath. And I thought it was really, really cute. So I'm going to put it out in my garden, and it hangs up just from the 3 little pieces of rope, little bird in the middle, and it's made of a very heavy plastic, you know, so it seems to be quite a good quality. Well, this is the first jumper, and I think for €10 I can't go wrong really with this. The fabric in it is beautiful and soft. Now, I had seen them in there before when they were full price, and I had considered getting the tracksuit. I wish I could have got the pants that goes with it, but I've asked my daughters to keep an eye out if they're in any of the other Dunnes. If they can get the pants in the medium for me, they'll pick them up. But yeah. Even just with my jeans, I think that it looks quite nice, you know. So very pleased with that. As you can see, you can't really see, but it is a lovely soft material. Now the inside of it isn't fleecy, you know, it's not fleece lined, but it's just very comfortable. And this is the blazer. I just had this vest top on under my jumper, but I think I probably would pair it like this anyway with the denims and the black top. And again, like the cream one that I showed in my other video, it's got the ruching in the sleeves and a little turn up, so you don't have to go fixing anything. And it's got these little, they're fake pockets. Well, maybe they're not. I'm going to see if I can, there could be a pocket there if I maybe pick at the stitching and see. But I probably wouldn't use them as pockets anyway. They always end up going baggy, don't they? But yeah, I'm delighted with this one now as well. So this is the tracksuit. The pants actually isn't as long as I thought it was going to be. It is still too long, but I will be able to turn it up. I'm handy enough at that. Again, so comfortable, lovely and soft. And I had been eyeing this up before the sales and would have cost me 50 quid, you know. So to get it for 20, I think was a no-brainer. Daisy. So yeah, I'm really pleased with this. Hey, good girl, good girl. This is Daisy, my little Westie. There's 2 of them running around here actually. Oh, the one in the background there, he's the old man, he's Bronte. Let's see, I'll get him for you. Come here, good boy, good boy. Daisy's getting very excited. This is Bronte, he's my little miniature Yorkie, and he's an old man now, aren't you? You are, you're an old man now. He's 14, I'm just working out the years. Well, Jade was 12 when we got him, and she's 26. and he was almost a year old. So does that make him nearly 15? I think, yeah, I think in June. You're going to be 15, I think, in June, is he? 12. Yeah, that's 14 years. And we bought him off of a Polish guy that was moving to Germany, and he was heartbroken. He'd had him since he was a baby. And we travelled all the way to Galway to pick him up. And he's been part of the family ever since. But yeah, he's gone old and he's gone a bit deaf and he's got cataracts. And here, Daisy. Come on, good girl. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, Daisy's heavy. I think Daisy is 8 years old. Are you? Well, Jade was 16. Oh no, she's 10 years old. Yeah, you were 16. She was 16 when we got you. So you're 10 years old, yeah. Good girl. Daisy's the best girl. She's a real character. She watches everything. She's one of these dogs that reads the expressions on your face, and I think she knows everything that goes on in this house. She doesn't miss a thing, honestly. If I get up in the morning, she knows if I'm staying home. If I get up in the morning and I'm going out, just somehow, I don't know how, but she knows. It's just amazing. How about your animals? Do you have any dogs or other animals that would be similar to that? Literally, she would buy and sell you, honestly. Anyway, getting back to the tracksuit. Yeah, I haven't actually seen it myself in the mirror yet, but it feels lovely. And I'll get to watch it back anyway when I'm doing the editing. I've decided I'm going to make some brown soda bread because I'm out of it. I always make my own. I like it in the morning for my breakfast with maybe a banana and a bit of honey or something like that. Might eat it maybe 3 days a week. And by making my own, I know exactly what goes into it. So I just get started. It's very easy. It's very, very easy. So I'm starting with, I want 350 grams and I'm using this coarse wholemeal flour. Okay, don't need the sieve for that. Just going to throw that in there. And next I'm coming in with just 100 grams of the white flour. Now this is for one loaf. I'm going to actually double it up, but I usually make two together. But with the white, I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of the bicarbonate of soda or bread soda. So just pop that in there and then I'm going to put that into the sieve. And just sieve that in. Just to make sure there's no lumps. With the bicarbonate of soda, sometimes you can get little lumps in there. But the next thing I'm adding is just 1 cup of, these are organic Irish porridge oats, basically. And a pinch of salt. So they're all the dry ingredients, and I'm just going to come in with my wooden spoon and I'm going to mix them through. So next I'm using 350 milliliters of this buttermilk. Just have a measuring jug here. That's about right. And into that I'm going to crack just 1 egg. And a teaspoon or more of honey. I usually put a bit more in. So I'm just going to give that a mix up now as well. And basically just popping the wet ingredients in on top of the dry ingredients. Like I said, I usually double this up and make 2. I'll do them one at a time just so that you can see the process. Now that was 350 milliliters, but I like this to be a very loose consistency. So I'm thinking that's a little bit too dry. So kind of, I just judge it by eye really. You know, I add it and then if I need more, I just add a bit more. And I'm thinking with this that, yeah, I'm going to need a little bit more milk with that. So just another dollop of the buttermilk. And I find the looser the consistency of this is, the lighter it comes out, you know. It's not that heavy, stodgy stuff. It comes out nice and light. And I'm even coming in with another little drop. So probably about 400 mils I've added. Yeah, and that should be okay. I didn't even get a chance to take off the new tracksuit. I just thought I'm going to get this in the oven because otherwise I'll have nothing there in the morning. For my, well, I will, but I kind of like to know in advance what I'm going to be having. Now, I should have said in the beginning, preheat your oven to 190 degrees Celsius, or Alexa, what's 190 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
190 degrees Celsius is 374 degrees Fahrenheit.
So around 370 degrees Fahrenheit. So 190 or 370. Now, I'm coming in with this loaf tin. It's a 2-pound loaf tin. And I usually have liners, but I have none left. I've just put some parchment paper or some whatever you know, the, oh, what's it called, that you can get in America, the wax paper. I don't know, do you use that for baking? I think you do, but it's grease-proof paper here. So I'm just going to dollop that in there. I guess you could just grease the pan. I like to know that it's going to come out. Those little paper liners are very, very handy. They just come in the right. You can cut this better as well. This is a very messy attempt at it. But I know there are ways of cutting the paper to make it line it, but I've done this before. It's rough and ready, but it tastes the same, comes out lovely. Now, obviously, if you were going to be doing the round soda cake, you know, kneading it and putting it into the round and putting the cross on it, you wouldn't add the extra buttermilk. But I just find doing it in the loaf tin a lot more convenient for different reasons. Number one, I like the lighter texture. And number two, it's easier to store and also to slice once it's cooked. So that's that one. I'm going to go ahead. I kind of just come along and I put a bit of a line down the middle for no rhyme or reason. That's just what I do. So I'm going to put this one aside and I'm going to do a second one. If I'm putting the oven on, I may as well do them both. It'll be used over the weekend anyway. So that's the two of them there. Now the second one is a little bit lighter in consistency. So it'll be interesting to see how they turn out. The last thing I do is I come along just with a few of the porridge oats and sprinkle them just along the top. Now I leave the recipe below in the description box. I had said it was a cup of porridge oats. It was a half a cup actually that I added. Now this is my own recipe. Well, my grandmother and my mother used to make this recipe and I guess I learned it from them. I have tweaked it a little bit over the years, kind of to suit myself, but basically it's more or less the same. You can add any nuts and seeds of your choice as well in there and maybe sprinkle them in the top. I do love to make them that way as well. So we're just going to pop them into the preheated oven. And I'm going to set the timer for, I usually give it between 50 minutes and an hour. I'm going to set it for an hour, I think. There we go. Okay, I've taken those out of the oven now, and the way I check to see if they're done is I pat the bottom there, and if you can hear that, it's hollow. So yeah, that will be fine. Turned out very nice, very pleased with the way it looks. This is the other one. This one went a bit lopsided. Let's see if it, this is the one that was a bit wetter. I put it on the right. Let's just see. Yeah, that's also hollow. They'll be fine. I'm just going to loosen up. Okay, so they're on them. And as you can see, greaseproof paper has worked fine. They're roasting hot now, so as my husband always says to me, I've got asbestos hands. My mother used to always amaze me years ago how she could pick up things that were so hot. And must be a female thing. I didn't get back to you yesterday evening. Things got a bit busy with the dinner and the family and the whole lot, but I'm back this morning. Now, as you can see, the bread has already been cut. John took some to work with him for his lunch, and yeah, very pleased with how it's turned out. So I'm just making myself some breakfast, and this typically is what I would do when I have the brown bread made. So I slice myself up a nice slice of it. Let's just put that here. I just come in with a drop of honey. Put approximately a tablespoon of honey on my bread. Then I'll come in with some cinnamon. Just sprinkle that over it. A small banana. Now, depending on how hungry I am, I could do 2 slices, but I think one is fairly big and is fine. More than enough in that, I think. So, just one more thing. I usually I love cottage cheese, always have done since I was a child. A lot of my family think I'm strange for that because most of them don't like it. I've always loved it. My mum used to always get it for me as a child. I come in with a good dollop of that on top. Come back in with the honey. Told you, you might think it's strange, but it's what I like. Just a little drizzle over the top of that. And then full of walnuts. And I just break them up. They're whole walnuts. You can get walnut pieces, obviously. These are the ones that I always use. And that's about it, and I absolutely love this breakfast. No idea how many calories or anything that's in it. Obviously the cottage cheese is giving you high protein, and there's an egg in the bread as well, and you've got high fibre with the wholemeal flour and the porridge oats, and the banana as well is full of fibre. So just that nice mug of tea or coffee, and I'm well happy, and that will keep me full for a few hours. Hope you've enjoyed watching, and slán leat go raibh míle maith agat.